Hello, hello. We're here doing our read aloud. We are on chapter 10 in our Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. Remember yesterday we left off? She had an emergency and the man with the can found her and rushed her back into the school after she'd called 911, and he rushed her back in, unlocked the bathroom for her to go. So here we are, me and that Grace. The man with the can unlocked the girl's bathroom for me, and I ran right in there. And guess what? I made it! That's what. I didn't have an accident on my skirt that looks like velvet. Phew, that was a close one, I said. Then I washed my hands at the sink and I looked in the mirror, and the gold star was still on my forehead. It looked very beautiful up there. After that, I went into the hall, and the man with the can bended down to me. "Everything okay, sis?" he said. And so I nodded my head. "I holded it," I said, very happy. Then all of a sudden there were lots of people running at us. There were firemen and policemen, and there was a tall lady rolling a bed on wheels. "Hey," I said to the man with the can, "what happened? Did somebody get stunned over in here or something?" Then I saw Mrs. and Principal and Mother. They were running at us too. And then Mother bended down and hugged me very tight. After that, everyone started talking at once, and nobody was using their quiet voices, and nobody was smiling either. Principal started asking me a jillion questions. Mostly they were questions about hiding in the supply closet. "I'm a good hider," I told him. Principal acted a little bit grumpy. He said I wasn't allowed to do that anymore. "When you go to school, you have to follow the rules," he said. "What would happen if every boy and every girl hid in the supply closet after school?" "It would be very smushy in there," I said. Then he made his eyes frowny. "But we wouldn't know where anyone was, would we?" he said. "Yes," I said, "we would all be in the supply closet." Then the principal looked up at the ceiling, and I looked up too, but I didn't see anything again. After that, Mother looked at my band-aids. "Did you hurt yourself?" she asked. And so I told her about all the dangerous nurse's office. And then I showed her the nurse's purple sweater, and she made me give it back. After that, everybody started leaving, the firemen and the policemen, and also the tall lady with the bed. Then, finally, my mother got to take me home, and guess what? I didn't have to ride on that silly, smelly bus. Except the car wasn't that fun, because Mother was grouchy at me. "I'm sorry the bus wasn't fun for you, Junie B," she said, "but what you did was very, very wrong. Didn't you see all the commotion you caused? You had a lot of people very scared." "Yes, but I didn't want chocolate milk poured on my head," I explained to her. "That's not going to happen," growled Mother, "and you can't just suddenly decide for yourself not to ride the bus. Hundreds of kids ride buses every day, and if they can do it, you can do it too." Then my eyes got wet again. "Yeah, but there's meanies on that thing," I said all sniffly. Then Mother stopped being so growly. "What if you had a friend to ride with?" she said. "Your teacher told me there's a girl in your class who will be riding the bus for the first time tomorrow. Maybe you could sit together. Would you like that?" I made my shoulders go up and down. "Her name is Grace," said Mother. "Grace?" I said. "Hey, I know that Grace. I learned her today." And so when we got home, Mother called that Grace's mother, and then they talked. And then me and that Grace talked too. I said hi, and she said hi, and she said she would sit with me. And so tomorrow I get to take my little red purse on the bus, and I get to put it on the seat next to me so nobody will sit there. Nobody except for that Grace. Of course. And then she said she and me might get to be buddies, and we can hold hands just like me and Lucille. I will like that, I think. And guess what else? Tomorrow I think I might like a yellow little bit too. And that's the end of the book. The whole book. So we are going to start book number 2 tomorrow. So I'm glad that Junie B got home safely, but staying at school after school is over is unsafe. What if something really bad had actually happened to her and there were no adults around and no one to know what she was doing? She didn't realize what she was doing was bad, but it was very scary and stressful for everybody else. She probably could have just told her teacher she was very uncomfortable riding the bus.